Okay, so let's talk about pop-ups. So you can create a pop-up by using this Add New button inside your website builder, and there you can choose pop-up. And we've made several designs for you to choose from, or you can create an empty one and design it all yourself, okay? But yeah, we've got quite a lot of different types of pop-ups available for you to look at and to choose. So, like for example, just choose one that says join my newsletter, okay? But actually I'd like to have one with a picture of my pottery, okay? So we'll choose this one. Now this is just like the page builder in that you can add different widgets to it. You can just, drag and drop any sort of content into there. And you can change the background here, for example, and you can make it bigger and smaller. So just choose one of the templates and come through to it and edit your thing, basically. So if we're wanting to start our first pop-up, we will do this, for example, and say sign up for my newsletter. And here we could do like a different tag to say get early access to my shop updates, okay, or to my shop drops, and it fits in one line. So this is the form widget, and you can have this anywhere in your page, right? So in any page or in any pop-up, you just have to drag this form widget into your builder. And here we can edit the fields. So it comes normally with name and email set up. You can also, you can delete all of these if you want to. If you just want to have email address, for example, or name and email and phone. I'd recommend probably getting rid of phone and just having name and email if you just want someone to sign up to your newsletter. But if you want any other type of information, you can click on the add field button and choose one of these. So at the top we've got the CRM properties, and these are linked straight away to a person's a contact's profile inside your website. So if, for example, you wanted someone to choose the country that they live in, that would then get populated inside the CRM profile as well. If you go into here, you just saw then I had the country, that's the title, you can see it here. So if we get rid of that and we go into the settings tab, you can choose here the placeholder and put the country placeholder there instead. And you can choose if it's a required field or not, and you can add some sort of icon as well if you'd like to, okay? So yeah, there we go, that's what we have there. So once you've sorted out what fields you want to collect, you can then click on the settings, and here we can give a name for this. So we'll just call this newsletter form. You can get notified if someone connects to this. It might be good to have for the first few times, but as soon as you start getting more people joining your email list, you'd probably want to turn that off. But if you want an email notification, you just put your email address in there and we'd let you know when someone fills out the form. So that's good, for example, if you do a contact form. Here we can change the button text. So, for example, subscribe now. And then when someone subscribes, you can either show a thank you message or you can go to a page. So the thank you message would just be, thank you for signing up. Or if you create a thank you for signing up for my newsletter page, you could then choose that from here, right? You just choose what page you want to go to. So for now, we'll just keep it as a thank you page. Now, the reason people are filling out a form to subscribe to your newsletter, you need to then connect it to your email marketing system. So here you can select your lists. And if you haven't got a list already made, you can add a new one. For example, monthly newsletter. And choose what lists you want people to subscribe to by doing this. And then when people sign up, you can either have it so that they join the list automatically, right? And you collect their details on automatically, or you can have an enable double opt-in. So this will send a confirmation email to the email address that people register with. And inside that email that they receive will be a link for them to click on. And once they click on it, then they'll get added into your email list. So this is to help stop with spam accounts, or for people signing up with accounts that they don't really exist. So if someone signs up with joe@domain.com or example.com, then they won't be able to confirm the email address, and so you'll then you keep your list tidier, basically. So I'd recommend you do that. And then you can also tag contacts. So when someone fills out this form, you can give them a tag. So here, for example, we'd do newsletter and then subscriber, okay? And the tags can be whatever you want them to be. It'll just help you organize your contacts in the back end. So there we go with the form, and the design looks okay. And here we can do the pop-up settings. So over here you can choose where the pop-up will be displayed. So in the center, on the bottom right, on the bottom left. You can do a full screen pop-up, which is quite nice. Just at the top if you have some sort of shorter bar, or just at the bottom, right? So this would work better if you just had one button, So we'll keep it centered at the moment. We can give it a name as well to the pop-up, and then we can decide how and when we will display this pop-up to people visiting your page. So it could be after an amount of time. For example, if you wanted to pop up straight away, you'd be 1 second, or you could wait 30 seconds if you want to be a bit more generous with that, or maybe up to 60 seconds. Or if you do it on your page scroll, so when someone's browsing your page and scrolling down, how far do they have to scroll down before the pop-up works, right? So if someone scrolls down to 40% of your page, they won't see it, but as soon as someone goes past the halfway point of your page, then the pop-up will get displayed. The next one is to show the pop-up on a page exit. So when it realizes that someone is trying to leave the page and go back, then it'll show the pop-up. And you can also allow it on mobile devices. So the next option is to figure out what happens when someone closes the form or fills out the form. So you'd either want to don't show it anymore, don't show it for the rest of the browsing session, or show it again on every page visit, okay? So normally you just say don't show it again for the rest of the browsing session, and that would make sure that for this session, so they're browsing around on your website, it won't show again. But if they come back to your page in a couple of days' time, then they'll get the pop-up shown again, okay? And then we've got the pop-in animation. What kind of animation would you like to have? So, just choose the one that you like. So we'll just keep it as a fade in and scale for now. Okay. And then we've got here the content layout. So this is on the paintbrush editing tab, and you can choose here where the image is, basically. Yeah. So we'll just keep it like that for now. You can choose all the padding sizes and things. So maybe you want it a bit skinnier, or maybe like this. And here with the columns, you can change everything there as well, okay? So that's basically it, creating your first pop-up. So if we, also here we can say we can show this on all of our pages, or just several pages. Yeah, so we'll confirm that. And for the pop-up settings, we'll say we want to do a page scroll 50%, okay? So we'll save that, and then now it's live. It's live on your page, okay? So we've selected all the pages, and it's good to go. So we'll preview our website, and I'll just open it in a new tab. And you can see there's no pop-up being displayed, and as soon as we scroll down the page a little bit towards that 50% mark, then we see the pop-up get displayed. So if we type here our name and email, and we can choose one of these if we want to, click on subscribe now, we'll see the thank you message that we set up before. So now if you look back into your contact list, we can see that Josh at Domain has just been entered into the giveaway, into the form. We can see here that it's been submitted. And if we look over here in our marketing tab, we can see that we've been added to the monthly newsletter list, okay? So then if you go over to your messaging and workflows tab, and the list and subscribers, and then to the lists, you can see the monthly newsletter has been created, and we've got a subscriber there, and yeah, there we go. So that's the way that you can create your first pop-up and create your first email list. So the other types of pop-ups that you can create are obviously things like linking straight to a product, for example, or linking to your YouTube channel, for example, or linking directly to a checkout as well, right? So you could do that and just pop up a checkout straight away, for example. So there's lots of things you can do with pop-ups, and I hope you can see it's super easy to get started. So yeah, that's it.